In this episode, we board the Marine Atlantic Ferry at North Sydney, Nova Scotia, and enjoy smooth sailing across the Atlantic Ocean all the way to Basques Newfoundland. We are Gwen and Derek, and this girl is Elsa. Join us as we discover the windswept and wild province of Newfoundland while traveling in our camper van, Vanessa. Good morning. This is ferry day. So we are taking the ferry from North Sydney in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, to Newfoundland. And got our pet on board card. Although Elsa's not staying here, she'll come up to the pet friendly room we booked. And we're just in a queue here waiting to board. We'll be here for a couple hours still. Nice and cool in here at least. There we go. Which one's that? Almost arrived in Newfoundland. We spend our first night on the island at the Grand Codroy Valley campground, approximately 20 minutes from the ferry, before heading north the next morning toward the Viking Trail and the Great Northern Peninsula. Our destination is the UNESCO World Heritage Site Meadows, the Viking settlement. In slow-go adventure style, we take our time and stop to explore some interesting nooks and crannies. Along the way, I visit a fibre art studio where yarn is dyed from flowers and other natural ingredients, and I finally see the incredible historic hooked mats at the Grenfell Centre in St. Anthony. Let's take a look at what we got up to. we've been on the rock for a couple of days now. Yesterday was a travel day. From Grand Conroy RV Park, we came up Trans-Canada Highway to the Viking Trail. That's where we're headed. So last night we stayed at a harvest house just outside of Norris Point. Norris Point is in Grossmoor National Park. The harvest house is called Grossmoor Grossmoor Farm and Market, and it's a lovely spot. Just walking up through some of their fields now. The views behind me down into the bay where Norris Point is quite lovely. It's great to wake up to that this morning. There's a couple other campers here staying the night. The Harbour program is just fabulous when you're traveling. We really appreciate it. Anyway, so we are headed northward today on the Viking Trail up to a provincial park at the north end of the province. My first stop is at this lovely little studio here in Cowhead. Yay, rug hookers! Let's check it out.
So this guy right here is our logwood. So it's coming from bark. That gives us lovely purples. Afterwards, we're going to treat it with some iron just to make sure that it stays color fast and lasts long. And it will kind of dull that purple into more of like a duller purple blue. Okay. So that's how that's going to finish. This is our marigold pot. So our yarn that's going to be going in it has already been treated. So we've treated it with our alum at the beginning as our mordant. And then we're going to be getting some lovely yellows. The first batch we'll keep as our yellow-orange. Our next batch will be slightly yellow, like a lighter yellow, and we're going to switch that into our greens with an iron bath after.
Okay.
So we're going to switch half our batch into green, half our batch will stay that vibrant yellow.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah. The Viking Trail in Newfoundland and Labrador is a scenic driving route that traces the rugged coastline of the Great Northern Peninsula, leading travelers through rich natural landscapes deep into the heart of Norse history in North America. The Viking Trail follows Route 430, approximately 433 kilometers from Deer Lake to the UNESCO World Heritage site of Meadows. This coastal route offers breathtaking views of fjords, mountains, and fishing villages. We are at Pistolet Provincial Park in Newfoundland, near the Viking village. This is a really neat little park, nice private sites. This is a first little bit of rain we've had on this trip, and it's actually, we're quite grateful for it because it's been so hot and humid up until this point, so it's nice to have a little bit of cloud cover and rain for a change. Elsa and I are just out for our morning walk, and we're on a loop system here for the campsites. They're all fairly private, nicely vegetated, no services, so you can see maybe over my shoulder, no services on the sites. So you're more or less boondocking, I guess, in the provincial park. And they have a comfort station and another building where you can go and wash dishes. The picnic tables, you can hang out there, which we did for a little bit yesterday when it started to rain. And we were doing laundry here too, so that was great. Lancel Meadows is significant as it is the only confirmed site of a Norse settlement in North America, dating back over 1,000 years, long before Columbus. 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago? I have a hard time getting my head around that. So here we are, and specifically to try the Arches Provincial Park ice cream. So here goes. Very good recommendation. Excellent. Very creamy ice cream. After we finished exploring Lancel Meadows, we headed to St. Anthony's and the Grenfell Centre. Many rug hookers have heard of the Grenfell mats hooked in straight horizontal lines from silk stockings by women in remote areas in Newfoundland and Labrador. Sir Winfield Grenfell established the Grenfell Mission in 1892 to provide medical services. However, they also developed the Industrial Initiative. The initiative provided local women with local rug hooking kits, which, once the mat was completed, was sold outside of Newfoundland, thus allowing women to supplement their fishing season incomes. The kits included pre-printed patterns depicting local themes such as dog sled teams, Inuit, seals, polar bears, and icebergs. The rug hooking tradition continues. On site, there's also a lovely gift shop with an extensive collection of handicrafts. Many of the mats for sale are hooked by local artists. Whether you're into fibre arts, slow travel, or just love discovering local stories, stick around. There's lots more to come.